A Catholic group that recently turned 100 years old is united in prayer for the spiritual welfare of those who work on the sea. The Apostleship of the Sea changed its name to Stella Maris when it turned 100 years old last year. Pope Francis often prays for those who work on the sea, given that life is often lonely and difficult, but the work is so important to people around the world. Joining us now from Rome is Father Bruno Ciceri, Director of Stella Maris International. Father, thank you so much for your time today. We really appreciate it. Can you tell us a little bit more about your organization and the work that it does?
Yes, the Stella Maris Network, or as it was known, the Apostleship of the Sea, is the Catholic ministry for the service to the seafarers, fishers and their family. It was founded 100 years ago in Glasgow. Last year we were supposed to celebrate the centennial, but unfortunately the COVID-19 pandemic stopped our plan. But for the past 100 years, our chaplain, our volunteers, they've been on the docks, on the port, helping, assisting seafarers, fishers and their family spiritually and materially, according to the problem and the situation in which they find themselves.
And Father, I want to talk a little bit more about those who work on the sea. How are they doing amid the pandemic? How has it impacted them and the work that they do?
What we have to say is that while the world came to a standstill because of the pandemic, the maritime world continued to move. Ships, they keep sailing from one part of the world to the other to transport food, fuel, but also medicine, medical equipment. And we had a really big emergency when last year there were almost 400,000 seafarers that they were stuck at sea because it was impossible to do crew change because of the situation. The borders were closed. Planes, they were not flying, and so new crew cannot be brought on board, and the old crew cannot go home.
So tough. And Father, before I let you go, I understand a documentary was presented today that tells a story of the sea and fishermen. Can you talk to us more about that?
Yeah, last September 3, two Italian fishing vessels with a crew of Italian, Senegalese and from Tunisia, they were hijacked, arrested by the Libyan militias, and they were brought to Benghazi. And for 108 days, they were kept prisoners. They were abused verbally and also physically. They didn't know what would happen to them because they were kept on the dark. And also the fishing vessel was completely emptied by the Libyan people from all the equipment for fishing. And these poor people, they stayed for 188 days in the hand of these militias. The Pope made a special appeal for them during one of the Angelus. And last year, on the 17th of December, finally they were released and they went home. And the fishers, they immediately expressed their desire to go and to say thank you to the Pope and to the Church, because we have been close to them, we have been supporting them in this difficult and darkest moment. Last year they couldn't come to Rome because of the pandemic, but finally now they can come. They already arrived in Rome, and tomorrow morning we will have a special audience with Pope Francis.
Well, Father Bruno, thank you so much for your time today, and thank you for sharing all of that and for what you do. Father Bruno Ciceri, Director of Stella Maris International, thank you again.
Thank you very much to all of you.